It's New Empire TV. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? We got authentic money. You know what I mean? Gun Love's in the building. He just did the mixtape, man.
253 New Empire. You know what I mean? It's a movement.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear the big CD. It's fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So tell us about your experience as far as coming down, you know what I mean, and working all the way up from a local DJ to a national DJ like you at now.
Man, it's been a good ride. Nah, but seriously, I mean, basically, you know, the thing I like to start off with is just, you know, the work ethic, man. You know, everybody say, how do you know, what's up with this and what's up with that, man. The one thing I say is if you work hard, man, it's gonna pay off, man. And you know, I'm always working. You know what I mean? Check my Facebook, my Twitter, man. I'm always somewhere. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I keep my name live.
Right.
And if you keep your name live, it can't help but take off. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's really, you know, and I just, you know, I've been in it for a long time, and just networking, keeping it real with people, and doing stuff that benefits you in the long run. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people get it twisted, man. Everybody's worried about short-term gain. You know, sometimes it's better to go do a show for less money, you know what I mean, but it's going to be televised or whatever, you know what I mean, than be at your little local club that might pay you a little bit more, but it's the same people, it's the same exposure. So, you know, I'm just always, I try to look at everything strategically.
Right.
You know, and say, okay, well, how is this going to take me a little bit further?
What advice can you give the local DJs that's out there right now that's trying to get to your level?
Man, I would just say, again, keep your name hot. You know, my name is on something every week, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, and then when you're not working, advertise yourself regardless. You know what I mean? And don't depend on the next man to promote you. You know what I mean? Promote yourself. I tell people all the time, put yourself on. Nobody owes you anything. Yeah. Nobody owes you. You know, nobody's supposed to put you on. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I tell artists all the time, for example, one of the tricks that I really do, and anybody can do this, if you're really about putting yourself in the game, you know what I mean? Like, say you're working with a promoter or somebody and they don't got your name large enough on the flyer. You know what I mean? What promoter is going to stop you from doing your own flyer? So I do that all the time. Like, so I'm doing a show, and it's, you know, it's me and E40 or somebody, right? And of course, E40's the man. You know what I mean? He's the draw. But say that my name is real tiny on the bottom, man, I'll pay an artist $100 and to do me a new flyer. Because you got to think, and then my flyer will be fly. What happens is the promoter end up using my flyer more than they'll use their own flyer.
Right.
But who, you know, my name's bigger on the flyer. You know, it's my flyer. I control the graphics, so of course I got all my websites and all my information on there, and because it's mine, I paid for it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And no promoter. I mean, from a promoter's point of view, that's just more promotion for the show. Yeah. So nobody's gonna tell you not to do your own.
Can't nobody hate on it because it's still promoting.
Yeah, because you promoting their event.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's one little trick that anybody could do right now. You know what I mean? And if you ain't got the money, then get you, as long as your flyer is not ghetto, you know what I mean? You gotta have some kind of graphic skills or pay somebody.
Yeah, don't be writing on the markers on a piece of paper and handing them out talking about see us at this club.
Yeah.
That's not the hottest thing to do.
Exactly, man. But yeah, that's the thing, man. You can control your own promo. Get out there, man. And like I said, if you're not working, then you should be working for yourself. Treat it as a job. Always work for yourself.
Right. So we already know we had you, you know what I'm saying? We worked with you at the GS Boys, you know what I mean? The GS Boys show, the whole nine. What other projects do you have coming out, you know what I'm saying, for the Northwest so they can know to go out there and check it out? You know what I mean? You're hearing it right here on New Empire TV, man. The man's got big things going. He's got a lot of things going, some projects going.
We got a lot going, man. Obviously, we relaunched the cspot.com. Check that, SEASPOT.com. Relaunching the C Spot magazine, you know, check for that. Definitely got to have a feature on New Empire in there. I got my youth magazine, which is called Jump Off Magazine, which is it's the age group is 13 to 20. So I'm doing a lot of high school events, you know what I'm saying, cultivating that young fan base. You know, I got my Grown and Sexy website. It's called Herb Events. So I got all kind of relationships with like jazz clubs, and you know, I got other people doing that. You know what I mean? And then there's street promotions, marketing. I got big parties coming up. I mean, I got the Virgo. You know what I mean? That's like the biggest party in the state, 19 years in a row. You know what I mean? I've been doing the Virgo. This will be the 19th annual. You know what I mean? Call me Captain Consistent when it comes to that. You know what I mean?
Wait for the Scorpio to come out.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna come out. My birthday, I'm telling you. The Scorpio's gonna come out. You heard it first. On
write that too. It's all good. I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? So I got that, but then I'm working on All-Star Weekend. I killed it in Dallas last year. You know what I mean? Definitely, because the town. I mean, the people in the Northwest, man, we keep money. We like to travel, so it only makes sense, for me to go out of town and do parties. So we did a party in Atlanta not too long ago. Working with cats down there. Did Dallas, LA. Still doing a lot of parties across the Northwest. October, we got a big jump-off. In fact, y'all should come down. We're doing another C.E.O. to Portland party, so that's going to be off the chain. I'm still in Vancouver. I'm out with the Uno out in Spokane doing that club. So, man, just check for me, man. Every day is something.
How's that Canada, man? How's that Canada, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that Canada.
Canada's off the chain, man.
I got one question.
Yeah, what's that, Philly?
You know what I'm saying? This is authentic from New Empire. You already know what it is. Bull salute. You know what I'm saying? For a local artist, right?
Yeah.
To kind of like get his stuff played with DJs from out here.
Yeah.
What is the best way for them to approach? Because the breakdown we're having right now is a local artist and a DJ.
Yeah.
There's some breakdown right there where you've been other places where DJs is playing local music and you in there like, what? It's on the radio.
You know what I would say to that, Philly? You gotta give me out here controversial now. You gotta give me
ain't like that. You can't hate no man's answer. If you can't take the truth
general,
and his opinion, then you should
I'd say, okay, first of all, if you're a local artist and you're trying to get your music played in a club, then you should come to the club. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, they want you to support their music in the club, but they don't even come to the club. So, you know what I mean? I want to see you in the club, know that you are out here supporting your own music, and you helping build the buzz. Secondly, actually, most importantly, you got to have music that's club ready, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of cats, you got to do a song, and if it sounds too pop or whatever, then that's just what it is. But you got to have a song that can be played in the club that people is going to dance to, because people are there to have fun, man. The club, we want to break music, but we want to break music that is club ready. It's a club banger. And if it's not a club banger, then don't ask the DJ to play it in the club. But if you honestly in your soul feel like this is a club banger, you've done, a little bit of market research, with other people other than your boys, really playing it for people and say, okay, what do y'all think? Really get some feedback. And then third, give it to DJs prior to the club night. You know what I mean? That's one of my pet peeves is, man, I never even met this cat. You know what I mean? And they don't come in the club. Then they run up with, some CD with some Sharpie on it, fresh from the studio, and they like play my joint. And I'm like, nobody's ever asked me for them. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I'm hesitant. I want to play stuff that I heard before. You know what I mean? So what I ask people to do is email me the song. You coming down Friday? Like, say it's your birthday party or whatever. Your whole crew, you coming down to the club, you want me to play your music. Email me that on Thursday so I can play it, see what I'm going to mix it with, get a feel for it. You know what I mean? And get your song out on some of these sites. I mean, there's DigiWax. There's MP3 Leak. There's so many sites now where you can put your song up there to where DJs can go and download it and listen to it. You know what I mean? And a lot of cats is not up on that. So I would say get your music up on a site where people can listen to it, and then give the DJs the tools to work with it. Get a clean version. And when you're in the studio, a lot of cats, man, they're not doing all the things that they need to do, man. When you go up to the DigiWax, it give you the clean, it give you the instrumental, and it give you the dirty. And sometimes it might even give you an acapella, so you can really work with a song and be able to bring it in. Like if I got the instrumental, I could bring it in and then announce it. You know what I mean? Over the bed and say, hey, this is a new track from blah blah blah. And then I could bring in the real song. But if I don't have those tools, these are just tools that I could work with. And then the last thing I would say is, it's all a house of cards, man. DJs respond to the people. The people respond to DJs. Radio responds to the people. You know what I mean? So, in a lot of these places where everybody's talking about, the DJ was playing local music, what people aren't seeing is that those local artists was really out building a fan base, so that the people came to the club asking for that. You know what I mean? When I was in Texas doing parties, everybody said, oh, in Texas all the DJs playing local music. That's because all the local people was asking for that music. You know what I mean? The DJs is so yeah, we're gonna do our part to break new music. You know what I mean? But we gotta all have everybody together and be ready. You know, it's a big circle. You know what I mean? So yeah, the DJs is this slice of the pie. You know, and the quality of music is that slice of the pie. You know what I mean? But then getting a real fan base for people, so you gotta be in the streets, having people bump it and knowing it, and really getting it to where people is requesting that. They be like, oh, when I get to the club, I know he gonna play that new Empire because I've been playing that in my car all week. You know what I mean? And that's the circle that it needs to have. And I just think a lot of artists, you know, especially around here, you know, are missing this piece. Sometimes some of them are missing that piece, and they want to just lean on the DJ, play my music. I know it's not quality, and I know I don't have no fans, but you should play my music. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is we need to have, you know, this trifecta. You know, where you got quality music, you got fans that want to hear it, and it is my job to help reinforce that with the fans. And I'm that other piece of the pie. That's what I feel like. You know, and if we had a market that supported it, then it would be 4 slices of the pie, because then there'd be radio that played local music. But we don't really have that radio piece, so it's just those 3 slices of the pie from my perspective.
Yeah.
Well answered.
Good.
Hey, now you got New Empire, your new favorite artist, Volume 2. You got DJ Kun Love. Dropping knowledge on y'all. I really hope y'all was listening, because if you ain't listening, you gonna stay
baby.
here. You know what I'm saying? You gonna stay here. This is what it is, man. Make it is, though. Check us out next time. New Empire TV. Holla at us.
Yeah.
Peace.
Kun Love, baby.